Jay-Z is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000.
Hearing from Jay-Z and his team of lawyers. They are denying the claim and say that they are the victims of blackmail, saying, quote, "I will not give you one red penny, and my only heartbreak is for my family."
What's that? That's Mauve King?
Niggas feeling marvelous.
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
This is the moment everyone's been waiting for, is finally here. And I'm literally shaking as I tell you this.
I've been waiting a long time to say this.
Listen up, because this is huge. Jay-Z has just been slapped with a lawsuit, and trust me, these allegations are darker than anything we've heard before. But here's the tea. Instead of flat out denying everything like you'd expect, Jay-Z dropped this super weird statement that honestly makes him look even more suspicious. You know how everyone's been whispering for months that Diddy might try to drag his former friends down with him? Well, it looks like that day has finally arrived, honey. This refiled lawsuit is claiming that Jay and Diddy did something absolutely unthinkable to a 13-year-old back in 2000. And let me tell you, Jay's response to all this is raising so many eyebrows. Like, seriously, if someone accused you of something this horrific, wouldn't your first words be, "That's a complete lie"? But no. Instead, Jay's over here calling it some kind of blackmail scheme started by the accuser's lawyer, Tony Busby. But honey, Tony is not backing down. He actually clapped back at Jay-Z, spilling even more tea about how Jay supposedly tried to intimidate and threaten both him and the alleged victim. And let's get real for a second. We need to talk about Jay's history, because it is not looking good. This is the same man who's been BFFs with some of the shadiest characters in the industry. I'm talking R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and of course Diddy. Sure, he's managed to dodge scandals involving young women before, but this lawsuit, this feels totally different. It's bringing all those old skeletons dancing right out of the closet, and darling, you can literally feel the panic in Jay's response. This isn't some polished PR statement crafted by an army of lawyers and publicists. This sounds like Jay-Z himself furiously typing away, and honestly, it's just making everything look so much worse. So what's next for Jay-Z? Is Diddy really about to pull his former bestie down with him? Child, buckle up those seatbelts because this drama train is just leaving the station.
On social media, a lawyer, Tony Busby, saying Jay-Z has, quote, "tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff, but his conduct has had the opposite impact." He goes on to say that the allegations speak for themselves, and he will let the facts come out in court, not in the media.
Okay, let me break down this absolutely shocking lawsuit for you, because girl, you need to understand what Jay-Z is being accused of. According to documents that News Digital got their hands on, Jay-Z and Sean Diddy are accused of saying a 13-year-old girl. And get this, it supposedly happened at an MTV Music Video Awards after party in 2000. The tea gets even hotter. This anonymous accuser in New York is saying Jay-Z attacked the victim while Diddy and some other mystery celebrity just watched. And here's the gag. In October, the accuser originally named Diddy as the main bad guy, with Jay-Z hiding behind the name Celebrity A. But now, the gloves are off. The lawsuit is spilling all the tea about how close Jay-Z and Diddy really are. They're apparently so tight that Diddy straight up said in 2023 that Carter is literally the only person besides his own mother who's allowed to call him by his real first name, Sean. And honey, this isn't just some rumor. Diddy actually said this during James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. But wait for it. Corden has mysteriously scrubbed that episode from all his social media. People are saying Jay-Z probably begged him to take it down, but sweetie, we all know the internet keeps receipts forever.
There's only one person.
Oh, go on.
And I call him Sean, that's Jay-Z. We call each other Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody else could call me Sean.
He's the only person who's Sean approved.
There's not a single person that
outside
should be,
of family?
That should be, no, outside of my mother.
Okay,
That should be calling me, they should be calling me Sean.
And get this, Diddy dropping Jay-Z's name wasn't just a one-time thing. He's been name-dropping him left and right, especially these past few years when things started getting hot. It's like he knew the walls were closing in. The wildest part? Just a few months before Cassie dropped that bombshell lawsuit in November 2023, BT gave Diddy this fancy Lifetime Achievement Award. And what does Diddy do? He gets Jay-Z to record this special message for him. Looking back now, it feels so calculated. Like Diddy was laying the groundwork, making sure everyone knew just how close he and Jay-Z were before all these lawsuits started raining down. And honestly, it's crazy that Jay-Z even agreed to record that message and publicly praise Diddy. Like, come on now, with all his power and connections, are we really supposed to believe he had no idea Cassie was about to file that lawsuit? But I guess that's what happens when your ego is bigger than your common sense. Jay-Z and Diddy clearly thought they were untouchable. But honey, karma doesn't care about your net worth, and it looks like it's finally Jay-Z's turn to face the music. Now, let's dive into Jay-Z's absolutely bizarre response to this lawsuit, because child, it is something else. You know how Jay-Z usually stays quiet about everything? Well, this time he jumped in with a personal statement faster than you can say 99 problems. And it honestly sounds like he wrote it himself without even talking to his crisis team. You'd think the very first thing he'd want to say is, "I never went near that 13-year-old girl," right? But no. Instead, he starts rambling about how his lawyer received a blackmail attempt from Tony Busby. Then he goes on this whole thing about how he won't give in to demands, and y'all need to hear what this man wrote. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations, and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. Like, hello? Maybe start by denying you were in that room with Diddy and a 13-year-old girl before you start talking about pennies. But nope, not one single "I didn't do it" in this whole statement. Instead, Jay-Z starts playing victim, talking about how he and his family are the real victims here. Then he tries to act all high and mighty with this street code stuff, saying, "I'm not from your world, and I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain." Oh, really? You protect children? Is that why you were besties with R. Kelly and made a whole joint album after everyone knew what he did to Aaliyah when she was a minor? Make it make sense. But wait, there's more drama. "My only heartbreak is for my family," Jay-Z whined. "My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people I mourn. Yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such. At their young age, it's unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. Like, why are you dragging your wife and kids into this as some kind of defense? It's giving manipulative vibes. If you're innocent, just deny the charges, sue for defamation, and say you can't wait for your day in court." And get this, Jay-Z had the nerve to demand that Busby file a criminal complaint, saying, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case." Again, so many words, but still no direct denial. There's no clear, "this never happened." Instead, he's calling for criminal charges, knowing full well that after so many years, it would be impossible to prove without reasonable doubt. And the cherry on top, Jay-Z ended with, "I look forward to showing you just how different I am." Is that a threat? Why not just say you're looking forward to clearing your name in court? This whole statement is just bizarre coming from someone who usually lets his PR team do all the talking. He should have let his legal team handle this, but instead he got all emotional, and now everyone's picking his response apart, as they should. The internet literally exploded with reactions to Jay-Z's statement. Let me share some of the most viral posts, because honey, people are not holding back. Someone wrote, "That message Jay-Z posted was condescending, narcissistic, and used victim-blaming and gaslighting rhetoric, and he never not once said he didn't do it. I hope he goes down bad." Another person spilled the tea with, "It's weird having this image in my head of Jay-Z as his cool and calm master of grace, and now he's being accused of grape. He puts out a statement that is indistinguishable from a 3 a.m. toilet Trump tweet." And the reads just kept coming. Someone else dragged him with, "Not Jay-Z statement," being like, "Trust me, this isn't who I am, bro. You were friends with Diddy until this year. What? Another person went in with, Jay-Z still found a way to say, I'm not one of your peasants in a PR statement. OMG, this ninja is insane. But hold on to your wigs because Tony Busby entered the chat and he is not letting Jay-Z intimidate him. Busby clapped back at Jay's statement with this scalding hot post on X, saying, regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. And Chili, he wasn't done. Busby continued spilling, since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully me. And this plaintiff, his conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I am very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. So let me tell you, things are only going to get messier from here. Jay-Z's response to these allegations has left everyone with more questions than answers. And with Diddy already drowning in his own legal drama, we're clearly just scratching the surface of this whole mess. The connections, the timing, the refiled lawsuit, it's all giving beginning of something much bigger. But now I want to hear what you think about all this. Is Jay about to join his BFF behind bars, or do you think he's just too powerful to fall? And what about Diddy? Did he really plan all this out and make sure to drag Jay-Z down with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to catch the next video because this tea is still piping hot.